So you're working on this high speed, potentially very long distance tube transport. So you talk about these markets. I mean, these are markets where you have sizable urban areas separated by a fairly long distance of flat land. Is that kind of how you're defining your markets right now?
No, definitely, and especially where there's no passenger trains. Okay.
Right. Nothing right now to take away from the monotony of cars or
Compared to
too short airplane
compared to
flights.
Europe, North America is mainly use freight trains, and the passenger service by ground transportation means is in almost inexistent. Same in the Middle East and same in Australia. So those are, yeah, you kind of said it, and maybe a few words for the audience who are not familiar with the technology. We're talking about so TransPod is designing with the objective to manufacture and sell transportation vehicles to companies like airlines or railway companies or even express freight companies like DHL or FedEx. The vehicle itself is a size of a bus or a train coach. It's an aircraft without wings, so it's kind of 25 meters long with a pressurized cabin, and it uses magnetic kind of levitation and propulsion system, and it's using the basic idea behind the concept, which is to remove 99% of the air in the tube, so the vehicle can avoid aerodynamic friction and achieve, in theory, the same speed as an aircraft. You know.
Well, so give us this vision. So okay, so this is very sci-fi, right? You've got a almost vacuum tubes, minimal friction, bullet traveling through it with people in it. But give us like, what's the vision for a passenger? What is this experience like that you foresee on a TransPod
Yeah,
ride?
I'll share a few words on that. Before that, my objective is that at the end of this podcast, you realize that it's not a sci-fi type of system, but anyway. and so,
I want to realize that.
of
Let's
course.
do it.
And so the vision from a system standpoint is definitely to develop a new transportation network, similar to what the railway industry did 150 years ago when they started to develop trains to connect cities. So, talking a tube transportation network where we could travel at the same speed as an aircraft without using fossil fuel, like literally, it's 100% electrically powered, and the experience for the passenger is uh, well, of course, our objective is to provide a better experience than current transportation system we have today, but in a basic way it will be similar than the experience we have on an airplane. So the sitting arrangement is similar to have on an airplane. We have different configuration: economy class, business class. Uh, we'll have some, I would say, some aspect of the system which is going to be similar to trains or public transit. For distances were not too short, not too long, I would say, less than 300 kilometers. We're working on a configuration where people could stand, just
Hmm.
for to reduce to be able to transport more passengers, and also to allow the ticket to be cheaper than regular ones. So similar to that, and the acceleration itself will be similar to what we have on a subway. Like I said many times, we're not developing a magnetic gun, so the acceleration is will range between the one we have on a subway and the one we have on an airplane. So again, to allow everyone to board to the flux jet vehicle, this is how we're calling it.
The float jet
Flux
vehicle.
jet, yeah.
I love that. And so, what does this do for transit times? Like Edmonton, Calgary is what, about 3 hours by car? Is that right?
That's correct. And so the good reference point about our system is the time we need when we travel. So travel time. So
Sure.
slightly even sometimes quite less. So Edmonton, Calgary, we're talking about 45 minutes to 1 hour travel time. So with our system, we'll be able to do that trip in 40 minutes.
So that's amazing. And compared to obviously driving, but or flying, where you're dealing with all of the inefficiency at either end of the trip.
No, no, definitely, and more than the speed, the objective is also to provide a better customer experience. I like to say that TransPod is designing a system with the speed of the aircraft and the frequency of the subway. So it's to remove all the stress we have when we're stuck in traffic, and you have the stress to miss your aircraft or train because yeah, again, you're late and you're gonna repair the or rebook anyway. Each time it's a mess, and this time it's to allow people to arrive when they're ready to arrive because they know that they have a vehicle every 2 minutes to go to their destination. So that's the main objective.